HDFC Life's Amitabh Chaudhry will now head Axis Bank. Chaudhry has received the RBI's approval and will succeed Shikha Sharma as the MD and CEO starting the 1st of January. How will the street view this appointment? Let's ask Siddharth Purohit. He's a research analyst at SMC institution Equities. Siddharth, good morning to you. Thanks very much. Well, looks like the street is very optimistic on this appointment, but how do you see, the way down once his term comes into play?
Yeah, good morning. So, in fact, if you look at definitely this new induction of Mr. Chaudhry in the as a leader will definitely have a positive impact, and that is what the market had been sensing, and probably a new way of working could probably change the way the bank had operated in the last few years. It's not that something will drastically change, but Mr. Chaudhry already has a very good track record of handling multiple functions at very quickly. So all is positive, but all depends on how the asset quality is controlled by the new management going ahead. Because if you look at the last couple of quarters, the only problem of Axis Bank was not actually the growth; it was the asset quality that was creating problems. So growth was still there. So even retail growth, if you look at it, was at par with other, any other large private bank. So growth was not a concern. So they don't need to probably propel further growth, but all they need to do is right now probably control asset quality, which also had started seeing some sort of stabilization in the previous quarter. But probably this quarter, there would be some more marginal and rising NPA. So one has to deal with that. But I would believe that, maybe, there could be fresh strategies towards, fresh lending towards better rated corporates for the new management, and then market will react accordingly. So overall, I think it's a positive development. But of course, there has been a lot of rally in the stock in the last couple of months' time. So one needs to factor into that also.
Would there be any changes from the target price of the stock actually from your end? Because the stock's already run up 23% in the last 2 months in anticipation of this appointment, of a new chief at Axis Bank, and the fact that they're at a very early stage of improving the NPL cycle. So all these factors put together, does the target price increase significantly at your end?
No, our target price doesn't change as of now, because as I earlier said, no doubt, the new management will come in, there will be new strategies also. But the key issue still remains how to handle the asset quality. Because if you look at, as I earlier said, growth was not a concern. So it was only about how the entire industry pans out in the next 2-3 quarters. And even the previous, leaders have always mentioned that, the second quarter probably would still remain little high in terms of NPA, and the second half of FY19 could see some normalization of credit cost. So earnings visibility doesn't improve immediately. FY19 will still be a challenging year. So probably FY20 could create. So, and as you rightly said, the stock has reacted positively in the last couple of months' time. So from here onwards, possibly we'll wait for the right point to enter rather than upgrading the target price at this point.
Siddharth, just one question from my end. Does your target multiple for Axis Bank improve as a result of Amitabh Chaudhry being at the helm now? Because the other things we'll get to know when we get to know about it when his term takes on. Right now, immediately, do you up the P multiple or the price to book multiple for Axis as a result of this announcement?
I don't think we'll be changing that. The reason being it all depends on how performance really evolves over the next couple of quarters. And one needs to wait because it's still time before he takes over the lead role and then starts delivering. So I think we need to wait for 2 more quarters before really re-rating the stock. And the stock is already certainly it has run up. So I think one needs to wait before getting into fresh way into the stock.
Okay. Appreciate your time, Siddharth. Thanks so much for being with us today on Bloomberg Quint.